A very good afternoon to you all. I think in previous lectures, I think there were two lectures consecutively, and both two lectures were related to the overview of energy scenario. And today I will conclude the topic related to the overview of energy scenario. So I'm continuing the topic that is related to overview of energy scenario. Now, I think various points were clear related to the pictorial representation as well as graph in between the energy consumption as well as time. The time were in years. Now, yeah. If we talk about the energy as well as carbon intensity, that is these two things are projected to continue fall in the reference case. वर्ल्ड वाइड की अगर हम बात करें तो जो अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी यूज्ड पर यूनिट ऑफ इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ है, ठीक है, वो क्या हुई, डिक्लाइन हुई एक स्टडी रेट से, उसका टाइम पर का कोई उसका इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ा, स्टेडली कांस्टेंट फॉर्म में, ठीक है, मैनी ईयर्स कॉन्स्टेंटली वो क्या हुआ, द अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी यूज्ड पर यूनिट इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ क्या हुआ, डिक्लाइन होते गया, कम होते गया, ठीक है। जबकि अमाउंट ऑफ CO2 एमिशन की बात करें, द CO2 एमिशंस एसोसिएटेड विद एनर्जी कंजम्पशन or carbon intensity, then it has generally declined in OECD countries since 2008. Now, the if we talk about the OECD countries, and that countries is very active, uh, active in that trends, then the trends is related to that thing, and the thing is same as the way into increase the energy efficiency as well as fuel economy, lower energy intensity. क्या हुआ, OECD कंट्रीज में एनर्जी एफिशिएंसी बढ़ी, फ्यूल इकोनॉमी जो है वो एनर्जी इंटेंसिटी को कम किया, ठीक। कार्बन इंटेंसिटी continues to decline largely as a result of move away from coal in China and worldwide growth in the use of non-CO2 emitting source of energy such as wind as well as solar, ठीक। कार्बन इंटेंसिटी लगातार क्या हुई, कम होते गई जैसे ही हम नॉन CO2 emitting sources of energy का यूज़ किए, एंड द नॉन CO2 emissions एनर्जी क्या है वहाँ पे, wind energy और solar energy, ठीक। now if you can see this diagram, and this diagram is all about the energy intensity per capita GDP and population growth in selected regions. Now on the horizontal axis, the countries are given over there. United States, OECD, Europe, Japan, I think Russia, China, India is over here. Okay, why the GDP per capita is given on y-axis. Now, if we see for the United States, the energy intensity decreases up to that value, but in China this value is very higher. But if we talk about the GDP per capita, then the GDP per capita for the India as well as China increases. While if we talk about the population, then the population for the India as well as China, now the China having the lower value in comparison to India, but India has a lower value in comparison to Africa as well as Middle East countries. Okay. Now here you can see the some graph related to the oil prices, and in this slides you can see the oil prices varies widely across the high oil price reference and low oil price cases. Now, if we talk about the world petroleum as well as other liquid fuels production, then here you can see the diagram. The reference case is over here, In the reference case, you can see the blue color section is related to the OPEC crude and release condensate, and this I think dark yellow color is related to the OPEC crude and release condensate, and the green color section is related to the other liquid fuels. This is the reference case. If we talk about the low oil price case, then this column represents low oil price case. This is the reference case, and this is the high oil price case. हाँ, फाइनली अब हम यहाँ पे मेन मुद्दे की बात करते हैं। हमारे एग्जाम में अगर क्वेश्चन आता है कि ओवरव्यू वर्ल्ड एनर्जी सिनेरियो बताइए, देन यू कैन प्लॉट दिस डायग्राम. What is special in this diagram? I think in this diagram you can see pictorial representation that the line diagram is over here, and some lines are plotted in between the numerical value related to the BTU, and the BTU is represented on the y-axis, while the years are mentioned over here by the x-axis or on the horizontal axis. Now, here we will talk about the 2015, then 2020, then 2025, 2030, 2035, 2040. Here the same thing is going on, as well as we proceed forward. Now, the green color line is related to the transportation section. Dark yellow color line is related to the industrial section. Blue color line is related to the I think buildings, and red color line is related to the electricity. And these values are over here, and the value is completely related to the quadrilinear BTU, energy consumption rate. Refined petroleum as well as other liquid consumption by end use sector. In 2015, you can see the electricity belongs at this value, buildings, then industrial section. I think industrial section is lying to the above to the 60 BTU line, while if you talk about the transportation, and the transportation line is almost above to the that line, and that lines having the numerical value that is 100. 2% consumption took place by electricity, 5% by buildings, 36% by industrial, 56% by the transportation. Now फिर यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं कि मोस्ट ऑफ द ग्रोथ हैकरिंग इन ओपीसी क्रूड ऑयल और वेस्ट कंडेंसेट की बात हम करें तो वर्ल्ड लिक्विड फ्यूल प्रोडक्शन की बात करें तो 6.1 बिलियन 2015 से 40 में बढ़ा है. ठीक, प्रोडक्शन ऑफ अदर लिक्विड की हम बात करें अगर तो ये 4.2 मिलियन 2015 से 40 में बढ़ने की उम्मीद है. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द नेचुरल गैस पावर प्लांट्स, then the refinery gain biofuels, then it accounts for about 95% of the growth in between 2015 and 2020 in production of other liquid fuels. यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं अगर क्रूड और रिलीज कंडेंसेट प्रोडक्शन बाय रीजन अगर हम देखें तो मिडिल ईस्ट, नॉर्थ अफ्रीका, वेस्ट अफ्रीका और साउथ अमेरिका का यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है 2010 से लेकर 2040 तक का बार डायग्राम. ठीक है, मिडिल ईस्ट का ये है, देन नॉर्थ अफ्रीका का ये इस तरीके से दिया हुआ है सिनेरियो. Growth coming from Russia, Canada, Brazil as well as Kazakhstan increases by 24%. Now I will talk about the natural gases, and this should be very clear to you all that if we talk about the natural gases, then it means the energy generation takes place on the behalf of a very eco-friendly system. वर्ल्ड नेचुरल गैस कंजम्पशन अगर हम देखें 1990 और 2040 के बीच में, तो OECD का ब्लू कलर का है, नॉन OECD का ये लाइन है। और आपको पता है कि नॉन OECD का हमेशा कंजम्पशन रेट हाई होता है, ठीक है, हाई है इस समय। 1990 से 2040 की ओर आगे बढ़ोगे, देखोगे कि नेचुरल गैस कंजम्पशन किस तरीके से इंक्रीज़ किया है, ठीक है। और नॉन OECD का इससे भी ज़्यादा OECD के कंपैरिजन में और ज़्यादा इंक्रीज़ किया, ठीक। आई थिंक दिस डायग्राम इज़ वेरी क्लियर टू यू ऑल। If you proceed from 1990 to 1995 to 2040, the one thing is same. What is the same thing? Actually, we can see here for the non-OECD, the value for the world energy natural gas consumption increases, but for the non-OECD, this value comparatively increases with a very positive slope, highly. Okay? Now, largely because of growth in non-OECD countries, the natural gas grows in both the OECD as well as non-OECD from 2015 to 2014. But growth is greatest in non-OECD countries, which have expanding industrial sectors and electricity demand. ठीक, ये कह रहा है कि नेचुरल गैस कंजम्पशन की अगर ग्रोथ की बात करें तो OECD और नॉन OECD दोनों कंट्रीज में हुआ है। बट 2015 से 2040 में अगर हम देखें तो इसका सबसे ज़्यादा ग्रोथ जो है वो नॉन OECD कंट्रीज़ में है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे एनर्जी कंजम्पशन ज़्यादा है, एनर्जी की ज़रूरत ज़्यादा है, ठीक है। और उसको एनर्जी कंजम्पशन के लिए ये जो सिस्टम अपना इंस्टॉल कर रहे हैं उसमें वो एक्सपेंड कर रहे हैं इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर्स को और एनर्जी डिमांड, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी डिमांड, ठीक। Now the consumption in non-OECD countries is projected to grow an average of 1.9% ईयर। नॉन OECD कंट्रीज़ की अगर हम बात करें तो ये एक्सपेक्टेड है कि ये 1.9% पर ईयर 2015 से 2040 तक में बढ़ेगा, ठीक है। जबकि OECD कंट्रीज़ में 0.9% पर ईयर, ठीक। नाउ थर्ड पॉइंट इज रिलेटेड टू द शेयर ऑफ वर्ल्ड नेचुरल गैस कंजम्पशन इन नॉन OECD countries, and this value increases from 53% to 59%. This percent would be increased from 2015 to 2014, and I think this percent is 6% for the non-OECD countries. Now, here you can see the diagram related to the natural gas consumption by the sectors. Now, in this diagram you can see the natural gas consumption rate is plotted on the y-axis, while the year are mentioned on the x-axis. If we proceed further from 2010 to 2040, the one thing is common, that the energy consumption rate increases year by year. So, if we reach on 2020, in 2020 or 2040, then in this pictorial representation we can see a bar diagram is here, and the bar diagram is divided into the three different colors. First is black colored, blue color as well as slaty color. Okay, the black color is related to the electric power, blue color is related to the industrial, and the slaty color is related to the buildings. Now, if you talk about the 2010 year, then in 2010, the electric power consumed the natural gases up to this value, and for the industrial by the industrial sector, the natural gases consumed of this for this value. I think this value increases, and this from this diagram we can see this black color column height increases year by year, एंड 2040 में ब्लैक कलर वाला भी कॉलम देख रहे हैं काफ़ी बढ़ जाएगा, इलेक्ट्रिक पावर की डिमांड सबसे ज़्यादा हो गई, ठीक है। फिर इंडस्ट्रियल पर्पज़ वाला भी देखिए हम सबसे ज़्यादा बढ़ा हुआ है, सबसे कम बिल्डिंग वाला है ये, आई थिंक यहाँ पे कॉन्स्टेंट ही लग रहा है, ठीक है। आई थिंक दीज थिंग्स शुड बी क्लियर, एंड नाउ वी विल टॉक अबाउट the points related, some points related to the electric power as well as industrial sectors, accounting for nearly 75% of increases in between 2015 to 2040। ओके, नेचुरल गैस जो है एक बहुत अट्रैक्टिव फ्यूल है इलेक्ट्रिक पावर जनरेशन के लिए. सो these two uses account for nearly 75% of the projected increase in total consumption in between 2015 से 2040. Now, now I will talk about the coal energy resources for the energy generation. You all know this is a very conventional method for the energy generation that we use coal. But the coal having some limitations, and this is the non-renewable resources or conventional resources because they have some limited stock. So if you use for a longer time, then that time would not be so long. And one day will come when the coal will be exhausted and the no fuel will be stored for further use. So we will have to opt some alternative for the energy generation, but we will see the energy consumption energy scenario related to the coal power generation. Now here you can see a diagram for the China, and this diagram for the electric, this black color segment related to the electric power, blue color for the buildings as well as white color for the industrial. And if we can see this diagram, I think this is very visible to you all. If we proceed further from 2015 to 2040, the one thing is common that the this bar graph is slowing down and that is going in downward direction. मीन्स हाइट देखिए यहाँ पे बार की जो है वो घटते चली जा रही है और 2040 में घट के यहाँ पर हो जाएगी. इसका मतलब कोल का यूज यहाँ पे कंटिन्यूसली कम हो रहा है. ठीक है, क्योंकि ये नॉन रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज है, एक ना एक दिन को खत्म होना है. ठीक है, फिर यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं कोल इम्पोर्ट्स इन चाइना. कोल इम्पोर्ट्स इन चाइना ये भी देखिए डिक्रीज कर रहा है. ठीक, नाउ the use of coal in Chinese electricity generation is projected to increase slightly through 2023, then slowly decline to less than 2015 level of this value. ठीक, यहाँ पे डायग्राम देख सकते हो 2040 तक, 2010 से 2040 तक जो इंडिया की बात हम करें कि कोल कंजम्पशन इंडिया में कैसे है, तो इंडिया में कोल कंजम्पशन देख लो 2040 तक इलेक्ट्रिक पावर के लिए ये स्लोप है. मतलब यहाँ पे ये सारी चीज़ें बढ़ते ही चली जाएंगी. ठीक है, इंडस्ट्रियल के लिए ये चीज़ें हैं. फिर डिक्रीज इन चाइना ऑफसेट बाय इंक्रीज इन इंडिया. World coal production is projected to increase 3% from 2015 to 2040, almost reaching 9.4 billion short ton. चाइना, इंडिया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया की हम बात करें तो ये कोल प्रोड्यूसिंग नेशन 2040 तक सबसे बड़े होंगे. ठीक, एंड इंडिया की बात करें तो इंडिया इज प्रोजेक्टेड टू इंक्रीज इट्स एनुअल कोल प्रोडक्शन बाई 0.6 billion tons by 2040 to help meet the growing domestic demand. Now the next one, I think the electricity. So we will talk about the electricity. Now here the diagram related to the OECD, non-OECD net electricity generation, and this is the world electricity used by sector. If you talk about the industrial sector, then this line denotes the industrial sector. And if you talk about the residential, then this line denotes the world electricity used by residential sector. Then if you talk about this line, and this line represents to world electricity used by transportation sector. ठीक, I think this diagram is very important, so keep it in your mind and draw on your copy. And if this diagram is plotted in your examination by you, then definitely you will score good marks. So net electricity generation in non-OECD countries increases an average 1.9% of year from 2015 to 2040 compared 1% per year in OECD countries. कोल जनरेशन डिक्लाइन से होगा 40% तक कम होगा 2015 से लेके 40% का डिक्रीमेंट हुआ 2015 तक और 31% का हो जाएगा 2040 तक. I think the whole thing is very clear to you all. Okay, thank you.